What's up everybody, and welcome to Reviews by Russ. We got a lot to talk about in this video because we had a very exciting weekend in the toy collecting community. Not only did we have Hasbro Pulse showing some new releases, but we also had the virtual Walmart Collector Convention. We got Star Wars, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. Alright, let's get right into it with the Star Wars. First of all, we get 4 new Black Series figures from the Clone Wars finale. They're all really great figures. We get Ahsoka, Ahsoka's Clone Trooper, a Mandalorian Super Commando, and a Mandalorian Loyalist figure. As usual, the Black Series does not disappoint. All the figures are really good. The only complaint I have about this wave is they missed the great opportunity to finally give us Darth Maul with the robotic legs, which for some reason, after all these years, we still do not have a vintage collection version of this figure or a Black Series version of this figure, just a crappy 5-point of articulation version that really nobody cares about because it is one of the worst figures of Darth Maul that has ever been produced. Let's take a look at the Star Wars figures. We get to see that the figures themselves, the great sculpting that we're used to with this series, and the beautiful box art that goes right along with the new series of Rebels re-releases that we're getting and the green box series that should be coming out shortly. As I said, I'm really pleased with the Star Wars offerings from this past weekend. They were not easy to get. Was able to get 3 of the figures. Of course, Ahsoka was sold out immediately. Was able to get her later in the day, maybe 8 hours later. Got an email, had to keep just trying over and over and over to get it to check out, but finally got the confirmation email. Was able to pick up a couple of the clones, one of each of the Mandalorians and an Ahsoka, so I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you guys were able to get them as well. Alright, now let's get to G.I. Joe. Let's start off with the Classified series. What did we get? The 3rd Cobra Commander in the first 12 figures. Awesome! Not really, but the figure's not too bad. The box is beautiful. Whoever designed this box, he or she deserves a huge, huge round of applause. Awesome work. And when you do awesome work, you deserve to be praised for it. Remember that. Praise work that deserves it. This Cobra Commander, of course, is Cobra Commander. They didn't even bother to do a hooded version. It's just literally another color. So we have 2 blue versions and now a black version. The cape, they did go all out. It's got some nice snake skin texture to it. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice looking figure, but it is the 3rd Cobra Commander already in the first 12 figures. And this has got to be disappointing to any collector who has a brain. They're just literally chucking the same parts at you over and over and over again, which is Hasbro's MO when it comes to G.I. Joe. We all know this, it has been for years. So many in the community buy into the lie that it costs too much money to make a mold. They can't make any money. Hasbro is worth $10 billion. $10 billion. They make toys for a living. They make molds all the time for Marvel Legends, for Star Wars, for Transformers. They could do it for G.I. Joe if they wanted to. And back to the Classified series as a whole. Can you guys please stop praising Hasbro for this line and saying it is so great? It is not great. It is mediocre at best. The first 6 figures that have been released, we have 2 Snake Eyes, which are good figures. We have a very cool Destro figure. And then we have 3 complete swing and miss figures. Scarlet looks like she should be from a Sailor Moon cartoon. Duke, from the waist up, awesome figure. But hey, we all love the Mandalorian, but it doesn't cross over well with G.I. Joe. Roadblock, the same thing. It's a great figure from the head to the waist, and then it's got Mandalorian leg armor. Not to mention the big, what in the hell is that thing supposed to be anyway? Instead of a gun, garbage. And when things are garbage, it's okay to say they're garbage. It is okay to say that things miss the mark. There is no reason to praise Hasbro for every turd that they put out on the market. If it's not good, grow a set of balls and say, hey, this isn't good. Quit acting like a bunch of sheep and praising every single turd that Hasbro puts out, guys. This line is mediocre at best to this point. Even with the releases that are coming up, another Destro, like I said, 3 Cobra Commanders, a Red Ninja, Storm Shadow, same figure, basically different paint, maybe some different accessories. It is not a home run. It is mediocre at best. Am I buying them? Sure. It's some halfway decent G.I. Joe stuff. But please stop acting like they have just you've reset the bar and you're doing such an excellent job. When people do a poor job, they should be told that they're doing a poor job. This is the problem that we have and why we have 3 Cobra Commanders, 2 Destros, and 2 Snake Eyes in the first 12 figures, because they know they can get by with it, because so many people in the community have gone with this sheeple mentality where I will buy anything that has the G.I. Joe brand on it. Don't buy everything. Don't praise everything. If it sucks, it sucks. And the bottom line is 3 of those figures suck. The other ones, they did a great job, and they deserve to hear that they did a great job. But they will never improve if you constantly kiss their ass and tell them that everything that they do is great. And finally, let's discuss what really doesn't even deserve to be discussed. It is that terrible. The G.I. Joe, so-called G.I. Joe retro line. This is a complete and total failure. It is supposed to be a real American hero. Well, no, wait a minute. They took that part off. So even you guys that are arguing that the packaging is vintage retro style, no, it's not. It's un-American, real American hero erased. And this isn't new. This happened a while back. When they re-released 25th Anniversary, the foil cards had a real American hero. By the time you got to the TV cartoon cards, they had already erased it because they're afraid. They're afraid of those loud, obnoxious people who get offended by every little thing that anybody says. Well, most of us that like G.I. Joe could care less about these type of people or what they think. Think's not the right word. Feel. They feel everything. Well, they feel this was a successful attempt at a retro line. It is not. The facts are it is garbage. We have 3 great retro lines: Transformers, Ghostbusters, Star Wars, home run, home run, home run. G.I. Joe. Swing and a miss, baby. It sucks. Not only are they not retro packaging, they are not retro figures, and please go away, all of you. They can't afford to make a mold. Sheeple, buy every line of crap they tell you. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about it. This is a company that is worth $10 billion. They could make molds for 3 G.I. Joe figures if they wanted to. Excuse me, it would be 5 at the time, with 3 more to come, 8 figures, 2 vehicles. It would not bankrupt the company to make molds. Nor would Walmart say, we only want to sell this many of these. If these are being pre-ordered and were open-ended pre-order, then Walmart would not be upset. In a normal retail setting, you can argue, well, you've got to make sure the stores get what they need before the direct-to-consumer, but this is only Walmart. This is an exclusive. Walmart has never in the history of their company said, I only want to sell so many of this unit, and then we must move on to some other product. If you put up an open-ended pre-order, Walmart would gladly take our money for as many as we wanted to order. I've seen it all online. Many of you have already ordered 4 and 6 and 8 of all of them. They would gladly let you order 4 or 6 or 8 more of all of them. But this is not what Hasbro wants, because Hasbro does not really care about G.I. Joe fans. So yeah, basically the G.I. Joe retro line is a complete and total failure. That is not an opinion, that is a fact. It sucks. It sucks compared to the Transformer retro line, it sucks compared to the Ghostbusters retro line, and it sucks compared to the Star Wars retro line. This is the same company that successfully did this 3 times, and now they have completely and utterly failed at what should have been done. This does not make anyone happy, even the modern collectors. I really can't get where you guys are coming from, where, well, at least we've got some figures. They're figures you already have. There's nothing new. These are all repaints and kit bash figures. There are no new parts, no new sculpts, nothing. You're literally buying the same thing you bought a few years back, and you're loving it, and it doesn't make sense. You should be just as angry as the O-Ring people are that we didn't get true retro figures. Like I said earlier, if something's good, give it all the praise you can. Encourage people that are doing good things. But when people fail, do not be afraid to call them out on their failure. Especially when a company like this fails, don't be afraid to say, hey Hasbro, this sucks, man. What were you thinking? It's okay. You don't have to agree and kiss their ass over every product that they bring out. They're gonna hit some, they're gonna miss some. And this one is definitely a miss. If you enjoyed my video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for future content, and we'll see you guys next time.